Hey there, welcome to week 33 of Jackie on Keto. Today I was listening to a great podcast. The lady that does it is called Shawn Miner, and her podcast is Keto for Women. And she was explaining about how much fat to get and how do you know how much fat to get. And she recommends 12 servings of fat a day and split between your meals. So if you're having 3 meals a day, that's 4 servings. If you're having 2 meals a day, that would be 6 servings. And she said a serving is a tablespoon of oil. That could be olive oil, MCT oil, coconut oil, avocado oil. It could be 2 eggs. It could be half an avocado. It could be 2 tablespoons of nut butter. Fatty meat you would count as half a serving. And if you're frying vegetables in a tablespoon of butter or oil, then you'd count that as half a portion of fat. Now, she said fatty meat, so I'm assuming that lean meat and things like chicken, and probably you don't count that at all as fat. So I'm going to be just being aware of how much fat I'm having and trying to get a gauge and to make sure that I am getting my 12 servings a day. This morning, I was out driving and I was on the motorway and my belly was rumbling away like mad. It was about 10 o'clock in the morning and it was making all these whirring noises, and it was very strange because I don't normally feel hungry and don't normally get those rumbling noises, and I couldn't do anything about it because I was driving on the motorway. By the time I got home, it was something like 20 to 12. No, it wasn't. 20 to 11. And I thought, well, it's neither breakfast time nor lunch time, so I'm going to wait. And it doesn't bother me to wait when I'm hungry because I know that hunger passes. So I made myself some electrolytes with salt and drank some of that. In fact, it's now 6:30 at night and I've still got some of my electrolytes to drink. It's taken me a while today because I've been out and about. So then I waited. In fact, what I did, I've been told twice this week that if you're having nuts, you should soak them overnight. And one person told me, you put them in a bowl, boil the kettle with boiling water, pour it over the nuts and leave that overnight. And then in the morning, you rinse them, get rid of all the rubbish. But I can't remember exactly. It's something to do with the phthalates, I think it's called, in nuts, which is quite hard for us to digest. So I did that last night. So today I rinsed them and then I roasted them. You have to then dry them out. So I roasted them in the oven, firstly enough to dry them out and then enough because I do like them roasted. And then I put salt on and oil and I leave those, and I have those as little snacks if I fancy something. So once I'd finished roasting the nuts, I was then ready for lunch, which was a small salad with 2 scrambled eggs with some cheese on, which was very tasty. And that was about 1:45, 1 o'clock, something like that. And it's now, as I said, 6:20 and still don't feel hungry. This week I gave my talk again and it went really well. People were really interested, asking lots of questions. So I was really pleased about that. I also did a radio interview. Now that's a pre-recorded interview. So it should air January, February time on an internet radio station called Elastic FM with a Facebook friend of mine called Elaine Godley, and she does a weekly radio station called Perfect Health. She also has a Facebook page called Perfect Health, so you can check her out. So I'll let you know when that's going to be aired. And Sunday, I was okay most of the day, but I did have a little cheat in the evening. I had a slice of bread. I had about that much, tiny amount of potato salad. But then after supper, I had some friends came round and had brought some Rossi's ice cream. Now, if anybody knows me, you'll know Rossi's ice cream is my absolute favourite. So I did have some ice cream. I didn't have a whole big pot that I would normally have, but I did have some ice cream. And I think if you go over to my weigh-in, you'll see that it has had an effect this week. Although not completely, my weight today is not completely from what I had on Sunday, but because it's been up and down. But again, you can see that in the blog when the photos are in there.
Morning, Saturday morning again, and I'm just about to jump on the scales. Let's see what they say. It's been a very funny week, up and down, but mostly up. $39.
So my starting weight in June 2017 was 231.8 pounds. Last Saturday was 188.8 pounds, and this Saturday was 191 pounds. Now my weight's been bouncing around all week, so it went up after Sunday, then it came down again, and then it's gone up again, so it's a bit all over the place. I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe once I start exercising and getting into it, it will sort itself out. So that's a gain of 2.2 pounds, making my loss since week 1 12.8 pounds, and my overall loss 40.8 pounds. So I've still been doing my squats, 100 squats a day. With that, I also do 10 press-ups and 10 sit-ups. That's part of my taekwondo training that I try and keep up with the class, so I'm practicing at home, and still resting every 4th day. But on Monday, I also did 10 minutes of HIIT. The workout sessions that I usually follow are about 20 minutes, but I didn't want to push it too much, so I did 10 minutes. Then on Thursday, I did my first run in 5.5 weeks, nearly 5.5 weeks, and I managed to run for the 30 minutes, which I was really surprised at. Then in the evening I went to taekwondo and did 2 full hours, so that was hard work. In fact, my watch that checks everything, when you look at the time and it goes round, it just went round and round. I used up all the battery on my watch, so it didn't even record my taekwondo because my battery had completely died. So that was Thursday. Friday I did my HIIT session for 20 minutes with the squats and the press-ups and the sit-ups, and today I went for a run, but I couldn't run for the whole 30 minutes. So Thursday I did it fine. Today I just couldn't do it, and I kept having to slow down to a walk, and then I didn't stop moving, but I just slowed down to a walk, sometimes for a minute or 90 seconds, and then started running again. And I had to do that several times just to get through the 30 minutes. So something going on there. I don't know. I hadn't drunk my pint of water before running, so I don't know if that affected it. We'll see how we go next time. So this is probably not a good time to make changes to my diet, but I am going to anyway, because I'm just starting back on the exercise. I won't know if there's any changes. I won't know whether it's due to the exercise or what I'm going to do, which is try and have breakfast every morning. I'm just going to try and up my meals to 3 meals a day, not do the intermittent fasting, and just see if that makes a difference. See if it makes a difference to my weight, see if it makes a difference to how I feel. So I'm just going to test that out, and like I say, I won't know if it's the breakfast or the exercise, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to see how it goes. So what am I going to have for breakfast? I think I'm probably going to have something like eggs and spinach, or eggs and avocado, maybe some egg and bacon. Just see how it goes, and also the timing wise, if I've got time to do bacon, it takes a bit longer, doesn't it? So that's all for this week. If you'd like to join us in the Facebook group, if you're considering doing keto, already started, or you're low carb and looking to take that extra step into keto, then just look me up on Facebook. That's Jackie On Keto. I'm Jackie On Keto everywhere: Instagram, Facebook, on the internet, on this YouTube channel. So just look me up. I look forward to seeing you. Bye for now.